Well, the haters are going to be feasting today because I'm about to serve up a complete disgusting meatball of a game that I just played in chess. And the reason that I'm going to be bringing this up and sharing it with you is not just because it's like some horrible thing and for some weird reason you guys like it when I play really bad chess. I don't know, but it's because I got to play this weird opening against an international master for the very first time. So you will see for yourself how it goes. But I just wanted to share so you know before you watch this video what you are getting in for. I made 5 blunders in this game, average cent-to-pawn loss of 95 with a 70% accuracy, and my opponent, they made 2 blunders, 135 average cent-to-pawn loss, and only a 45% accuracy. So between the two of us, it was like we were blundering more than a pawn per move. And hopefully when you watch this, I mean, I didn't realize until I did the analysis just how bad this game actually truly was. During the game, I thought everything was fine, which is kind of funny. But maybe you can spot for yourself, see if you can find some of the mistakes and the blunders that were made all along the way. And maybe you can say, hey, dude, maybe don't upload something like this. It's kind of embarrassing. Or maybe you could be really nice and wholesome in the comments, please. And also subscribe while you're there. Enjoy today's game, and I'll see you guys for the next one. So I may have just discovered the opening that completely breaks chess, and I've been having a tremendously good time. I've recently gained about 80 rating points doing this. And I guess I'm going to be testing this out against an international master today from Switzerland. But I've just been having so much success with this particular opening. Now, this IM, he's not playing directly in the center. He's going with one of these. So I guess this walks directly into this, followed by, I don't know, some sort of knight coming out to take the bishop. He doesn't go in for, like, the main tricky line, which in my mind is, you know, if opponents play natural, but that's all right. We will see what we can do. And if we can beat an IM with this, it's really an opening that's simply good enough for me. Okay. Okay. We need to get this knight out here at some moment. Trying to come up with the best way of doing it. I will go here just to blunt the dark squared bishop. At some point, I'm imagining taking this. But we got a game on our hands. I'm going here so that I can play c4, maybe. I want to be able to take back with my queen, but also c4 to give this bishop some scope. Okay. I think I can just keep going here. I'm waiting. The queen is lined up with my knights, but there's nothing particularly scary just yet. Bloop. Now let's try to open up the H file. We've been playing a flank attack, so let's try to keep that up. We're just going to keep playing on the side. At the center, it doesn't really concern me all that much. I'm just going to keep playing on the side. He might be trying to aim for this. No, does it a little bit different than I thought. Okay. Let's chop down this pawn structure. Ah, wait, he actually had a great idea. So I've blundered a bishop, aka sacrificed dramatically a bishop, with the goal of, it's very simple-minded. The goal here is checkmate. That's what wins the game, and nothing else matters to me. But maybe I could have done this better. That's a shame. Okay, knight comes in. Defends the mate square, potentially. But also, gotta do something with these guys. No, we're just trying. Knight will come here, maybe. We swing, and then we're threatening checkmate. It's as simple as that. Okay, he can have his one check. Maybe it leads to more checks. So he can give this check. I guess he could just start taking stuff. But my threat is to go here, 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 checkmate. So, wait, he does nothing about it, so we easily win the game. It's as easy as that. Destroy anybody, even IMs, with this one opening that just, for some reason, seems to just completely break chess. Let's go ahead and break this one down and see how we just beat an international master 2500 on Lichess with A3 and H3. Now, the fun line that we've been doing, and we were doing this a lot on stream for quite a bit. We got somebody running the analysis, fantastic. But the main crazy line is this position, where the opponent actually does decide to go for the center, and then you can play pawn to e4. And there's a couple different ways that this usually happens. Opponents have been taking my pawn. I'm playing knight to c3 in order to get this back, and then either opponents will go here with their knight, in which case you start to do some sort of... I've been doing some setup like this, where I just go and I try to play g4, bishop g2, my knight comes in, and we just try to win back our pawn, and you actually usually get some very interesting positions. But the other crazy line is f5, a more dramatic way of black trying to hold on to this, and I've been having a lot of fun with bishop to c4, with the idea that after knight here, you go here, and when they take this, you develop your knight to f3, and this allows them to play e4, knight to g5, where you can have some insane positions, and we've had this in a couple games before, so today we're going to be checking out a little bit of a different line. But you're putting a bunch of pressure on here, and it actually gets pretty wild. But if you ask the computer, this is actually very good for white. So go back and watch some of my other videos if you want to see exactly how this one goes. But today, our focus is going to be on what happens if the opponent plays bishop to c5. Now, shockingly, this opening, the creepy crawly, actually there are 14 games in the Masters database, but bishop to f5, this is reserved for, I guess, purely the Patzer database. There's no other way around it. Okay, I played pawn to b4. I developed this bishop, and then I played on the other flank with pawn to g4. And maybe the opponent did actually miss an opportunity here to attack my rook, because I don't really want to play f3, although I probably would have. And then I'd be forced to make some other decision here. Probably h4 just to make sure the queen doesn't come in. But maybe this was already a slight miss by the opponent, but nothing too horrible has happened just yet. I decided to go after this guy. I decided to keep the position closed. And I actually have missed something again. Oh no, there's more stuff going on f2. This is another pretty horrible miss because the queen attacks the knight. And in my head, I kept saying to myself, like, do I have to take this yet? Do I have to take this yet? Well, I did, because knight e4 would have just crushed me here, but thankfully that didn't happen. After this tactic no longer applies, so this made a lot of sense. Here I play queen to e2. Pretty horrible. It's a pretty horrible move. But I played c4. How did the opponent punish me? Bishop takes c2. I just hung a pawn. I would say, actually, this is very embarrassing. This was like literally one of the worst games of all time. I'm no longer happy that we're running the engine. I just played for a really quick, cheapo checkmate. Blundered my stuff, and then it all worked out in the end because he missed this checkmate. And look, Stockfish ruined it! Stockfish hates this opening, but it's not going to stop me from playing it. And if you want to see more games like this, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe while you're here, and I'll see you guys for the next Blitz video.